It's Game On from the Florida home of your Minnesota Twins as the team packs up and heads north. The Twins' biggest names, plenty of questions, many new opportunities. We're touching them all. It's time to play ball next. It's Game On. And it's great to be with you again. Hi, Rod Simons from the spring home of your Minnesota Twins at Hammond Stadium. You know, the Twins are packing up. They're heading north on Monday. It's time to play ball. The 2013 home opener against the AL Central rival Detroit Tigers at Target Field. And for the Twins, their mission is simple. Get this thing turned around, put an end to back-to-back losing seasons of some 90 games, and play fun, winning baseball, and it starts now.
For the past 8 weeks, the rehab work on these baseball Twins has been in overdrive.
Things are going to be different this year, and 2012 is way in the rearview mirror, and we're focused on 2013 and trying to win this year.
And if you think those back-to-back 90-loss seasons isn't the driving force behind this re-energized spring training camp, think again. Players are all in. From the monotonous drills to these game-time slices, their focus has been job one.
Last year was last year. The year before that was, I don't even know what happened last year. So you have to come in here with a clean slate and because it's a different bunch of guys. You know, we have a different team this year.
And already, we've seen an improved and healthy Justin Morneau who wants to return to his MVP form.
Driven deep, and that one is going to get out of here in a hurry.
Wow. That was a no-doubter right there. Just a matter if that palm tree falls or not.
And number 7 is happy, healthy, his bat A-OK. And even the call to arms appears improved.
We went out and got Pelfrey and Worley and Correa and Harden. So we went out and got some guys with a little bit of a track record anyways, and hopefully they'll all rebound here and be healthy and we can piece together a rotation. I think we have enough offense and I think we'll be all right defensively.
Maybe some of the spark this season is going to come from youth served. Aaron Hicks is one of the farm hands with whom the Twins hope will play big and help turn around the team fortunes. Hicks is gonna have his day.
I guys like to talk about the line that we have of center fielders, and I would love to be the next one in that line, you know, following behind Denard.
So as the Twins end this spring on the Florida Gulf Coast, hope springs as they move north. Hoping for fewer injuries, stronger pitching, dynamic player contributions. That done, the summer will play a lot sweeter right here.
You know, last year was a difficult year, and you know, we had some guys go down, some pitchers. So I think the goal this year is just to keep everybody on the field, and it's going to be a good year.
Love for you to tune into the Twins this season on their new home, 96.3 K-Twin FM. Minnesota favorite Jason Nagel joins me for the post show after each and every Twins broadcast. Get updates at ktwin.com and at GameOnTVMN.com. It's radio for us, post with Game On Flair, only at 96.3 K-Twin FM. Fans are always on our mind. Voice of the fan asking your Twins prediction for 2013.
Well, I think they'll do considerably better. Their pitching looks pretty good down here from what we've seen. So some of the rookie pitchers, some of them they picked up in some of the trades they made.
So you like what you see?
I like what I see, yeah. Yeah, they talked to some of the catchers after they caught some of these up-and-comers, and they're impressed. So if they're impressed, I'm impressed.
On deck, the former batting champion and the leader of your Minnesota Twins, number 7, Joe Mauer, only here on Game On.
Heads up.
I saw the other day on Twitter that you like to get pedicures.
When my feet are as important as they are, I got to take care of them. They're the only thing that are getting me up and down this floor.
I think we need to talk Chris into getting one because I've been trying for years.
You never had one?
I've never done it, and I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't want anybody touching my feet.
I think if Greg can do it, you can do it.
So what do you think?
Awesome.
They don't agree on much, these two, but they do love K-Twin, these two.
Hey, Gardy, you know the Twins are on our favorite radio station?
Yeah, we're excited to be on FM.
Will you start a radio? Make it out to Keith and Kevin? Kevin and Keith. Keith and Kevin's fine. Kevin then Keith. How about combine it? Kethaven?
How would you spell that?
Keith. THEIKETEVEN.
I'm Meat Sauce from KFAN. My weekly trivia question is courtesy of Bar Abilene. The question is, when was the first Major League game played in Minnesota? The answer before the end of Game On.
It's front and center, nature at its finest thanks to Sanibel's Wildlife Preserve, one of the top attractions for visitors to this region of the Gulf Coast. Welcome back to this special edition of Game On, the opening day game with the Twins and Tigers hours away at Target Field. Great to be with you. You know, if you want a barometer of how the Twins are going to do, just keep an eye out for number 7. Joe Mauer. Yes, we know he's one of the game's top paid players. He's still one of the game's best catchers. And bottom line is, as Joe Mauer goes, so do the Twins.
It's a new year. A lot of the same people are gone. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of people back, but we got a lot of new faces in camp this year. And you know, this is the time of year where you work on the little things that can help you win ball games during the season. So, you know, we've closed the book on 11 and 12 a long time ago, and it's a new year.
Heat this afternoon will start the ball game and catch Mike Pelfrey.
A lot of new arms, and you're sitting here catching a lot of those guys. Fill us in on what they look like to you.
You know, you'll find out a lot about a pitcher when you get into game situations, but you know, guys are throwing the ball well down here. They're competing. They're taking every little drill and getting the most out of it. So that's really nice to see. And but yeah, a lot of new faces. I think I've caught a different guy every bullpen just to try to get familiar with them, and you know, it's definitely exciting.
Look at you, and you appear to be as healthy as you've been over the last 2 or 3, 4 years.
I feel pretty good. You know, obviously it's that time of year where it doesn't really matter what you do in the off season. You're going to be sore in spring training, but you know, working through things, and the body's coming along good.
Can you feel that you're getting older?
I don't know if it's that. Like I said, I mean, when I was 21, 22, I was feeling this too. So, but yeah, you know, it takes a little bit longer to get loose, and you stay a little later to work on things.
You look at the team offensively. You guys aren't going to have any problem scoring runs at this.
That's got to carry.
Well, I hope not. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, you look good on paper. You know, you still got to go out there and play the games. But you know, last year we've had a couple guys have good seasons. You know, Willingham. You know, Trevor Pluth coming up and hitting some homers, and you know, Ryan Domet. You know, swinging the bat well, and you know, to see what Morneau did last year was definitely a good thing. And you know, a lot of excitement heading into this year. 7 didn't do too badly either. Yeah, it was good. You know, went into last year, and the goal of playing as many games as I could, and yeah, I ended up playing the most I've ever played in my career, so it was good.
You look at the season ahead, and bottom line is, if you guys can stay injury-free, this could be a fun little run.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's everybody, you know, kind of has to deal with that. You know, an injury bug. You know, you're not going to go through a whole season and nobody's not dealing with anything. It's too long of a year, and but you know, you got to make adjustments. And last couple seasons, we just weren't able to make those adjustments. But we're a lot deeper this year, and looking forward to it.
Last question. You broke a lot of hearts during the off season. How's the married life treating you?
It's good.
You like
it?
it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're having a good time, and yeah, we're back in season. But she's yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
The most eligible bachelor in the Twin Cities off the market.
Off the market, yeah. Absolutely.
Have a great season.
All right, thank you.
Number 7 in the house. You can get your game on anytime. Download our official app for iPhones and Android too. Full shows, sponsor links, great inside information, and tons of photos. We link you to our show website. It's packed with good stuff. And please check out our partner site, the best Viking fan site around it, purplepride.org. So bookmark us at GameOnTVMN.com. Fans always come first at Game On. Voice of the fan asking your Twins prediction for 2013.
Well, it was a rough year last year. I expect another rough year. I'd like to see watch them practice spring training. They look very scrappy out there on the field, trying to get fundamentally sound. Still don't see them finishing over third in the division.
On deck, more from Hammond Stadium on Game On.
don't know who he is, or where he is, but he's coming.
World's not so simple anymore. I guess it never was. We ignored it. Now we can't.
You Jackie Robinson?
I father, I Brooklyn Dodger them. I jack, I rob, I sin. Oh man, I'm Jackie Robinson. Except when I run base, I dodge the pen.
You want a player who doesn't have the guts to fight back? No, I want a player who's got the guts not to fight back. You give me a uniform, you give me a number on my back, and I'll give you the guts.
When it's spring training, get away from the ballpark and the busy city inside Fort Myers. Head to the water and you're going to be guided by the light, the historic Sanibel Lighthouse. Welcome back to Hammond Stadium, spring home of your Minnesota Twins. And this is how fans get their first look at their ball club every single day. The march to the field, there's only one track, and that is it. Every spring morning, only here at Hammond Stadium. And great to be with you again, Rod Simonson. We get a different vantage point right here. This is the track that they take. There are a number of fields, about 6 of them, and this is where they'll do a lot of their stretching and pitcher and catcher drills as well, a lot of batting practice. It's good stuff. And speaking of batting, clearly 2012 was a gigantic find for the Twins when it comes to Josh Willingham. His numbers were super. 35 home runs, 30 doubles, 110 RBI, 135 hits. For number 16, he knows what he wants to do. Repeat what he did last year.
Yeah, I felt good about the season I had. I want to win more games, though. That's the main thing. So hopefully we can, have some other guys to come in and help us. We lost some good players with Ben and Denard, got some good players in return. So hopefully we can, get more wins. However we do it, I don't really care, but hopefully we can get some more wins.
Get a little bit of the pitching, tighten up that defense, things turn around pretty quickly.
I mean, it's no secret, baseball games are won by pitching and defense. If you can't pitch with the rest of the league, then you're not going to win many games, and I think that was kind of the case last year. We weren't able to win many games 2-1, 3-2, and you have to be able to win those games against a good pitcher, and hopefully we'll be able to this year.
Did you like Target Field as a place to hit? It sure seemed like it.
Yeah, I saw the ball well there, and I feel like my numbers were good there. I enjoyed it.
It was a launching pad.
It wasn't a launching pad, but I feel like if I hit the ball, if I pull it, I can hit it out. So and I pulled most of my home runs. So
with spring training now into games, do you guys feel a certain pressure, or do you stay on? You've been through this before. You know exactly what you need to do at certain points.
I think the latter of those two comments. Every spring training you come in and the pitchers are always ahead. They tend to get you out a lot early, and every year during coming into spring training, I think I've forgotten how to hit, and somehow I kind of worked my way out of it at the end of spring. So basically right now it's about getting reps in, about getting your body in shape. It's about playing day to day, every day, and getting your body used to doing that more than necessarily success. But having some success in spring training is always good too.
Time again for the Kazi calendar. Kazi is the next big name in sports. It is a busy start to April for all our teams. The Wolves get Boston and Toronto on the 1st and 5th. The Wild on the 1st against St. Louis. Vikings prepare for the NFL draft, and we know that the Twins open on the 1st against Torrey Hunter and the Detroit Tigers. The Swarm with Buffalo. There's the Lynx on June 1st, and the Minnesota Roller Girls at Roy Wilkins Auditorium. The PGA at the Texas Open. It's the Greater Gwinnett Classic for the champions. They'll be racing in Martinsville for NASCAR, and Wheels of Thunder. GameON podcast with Rod Webby and the A-Train. All the latest from inside GameON. And you can talk to us at GameOnTVMN.com. Kazi is the stop for sports gear. It's confidence defined, confidence delivered. It's Kazi. Yes, we're talking a lot of baseball, but don't forget you can keep up with basketball and the Wolves with my weekly blog at SimonSays@Timberwolves.com. We keep you connected to all things inside the team, and we're watching 24 hours a day, and it's all at your fingertips. Drop me a note, Rod at GameOnTVMN.com, and look for a new Simon Says blog every Thursday at Timberwolves.com. No doubt about it, every fan in Twins territory is hoping that this pitcher remains a diamond in the rough. It's next on Game On.
That's why I can't go back to Cleveland ever again.
Hey, do you actually looking like your profile picture?
Do you not having a mustache?
Well, I do kind of have a mustache.
But it's a beard.
Right, so you not having a mustache.
Those are my friends over there in case this was a total train wreck.
Yeah, actually, those are my friends hitting on your friends. Here we go.
Yeah.
Keep the good times going with the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go. Okay. You gotta believe.
It's hard for them make it score. The game got a hold on my sleeve. I can't leave. It murdered the original me and I can't grieve. So this is who I'm again. Who's gonna catch him right in? Shoots and scores with the corkscrew shot. Get my mama crib in the burbs, you know, split in the mean and all of the in between. Shoots and scores. The Swarm winning in overtime. Got a hold of me. Got a hold of me.
The warmth of the sun, sand and beach, and yes, seagulls aplenty. Hey, it's their beach too, and as picturesque as it gets. Just part of spring training in this gorgeous Florida weather. Welcome back to gorgeous Hammond Stadium here in Fort Myers, Florida. It's spring training on Game On. Great to be with you again. You know, we've spent a lot of time talking about the big lumber side of this Twins team, and certainly they won't get the turnaround done without that, but they're going to need a lot of help from the arms. One in particular is a southpaw from Southern California that they're counting heavily on. It's Scott Diamond.
You know, I think coming into every spring, there's always expectations, right? And I think every new spring training, everyone's really optimistic with you know, the off-season signings and everyone that was able to come into the spring and that we were able to get. So I think, you know, especially with the new face of the starting staff this year, and you know, a lot of new guys taking the mound for us, I think it's going to be, you know, pretty exciting just to be a part of it, and hopefully we can fulfill some of those expectations.
You get Maurer Morneau to have a pretty good season. You get a lot of bats. Pitching staff gets some things turned around. You start winning a lot more than you lose, and then it builds on itself.
Absolutely, it kind of just snowballs a little
exactly.
bit. And you know, especially, you know, with the heart of that lineup with Maurer Morneau and Willingham, and you know, Doman's been swinging the bat really well too for us. You know, there's no question that we're going to put up runs, and so, you know, our problem last year was just starters lasting longer into games, and you know, our bullpen was really strong last year, but they were probably a little taxed by the end of the year. So that was our biggest issue to address this offseason. And so I think with the new guys that we have, everyone's pretty motivated, and I think it's going to hopefully turn out all right.
My 7-year-old can spell ACE really easily,
yeah.
And they've been throwing that around a lot when they talk about you. Are you comfortable with the word ace and that phrase?
You know, I don't like to consider myself one. I think it's just because I'm, you know, the only guy returning from last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a lot of guys competing for that 5th spot, which will be pretty exciting for spring training. But you know, we have some strong guys with Pelfrey, and Worley has had a couple strong seasons, and Correa too is going to, you know, be a big impact. So you know, whether I fill that role or the other three do. I think it's going to be an exciting season because we're all going to work off each other and build.
Time again for the Game On update. A wash in this sun and warmth. It's hard to forget all the outdoor fun we're going to have back home this summer. That includes the 6th annual Rod Simon's Golf for the Gift of Adoption Celebrity Golf Classic. We'd love for you to join us for a great day of golf, food, fun, and all to help build families through adoption as I have. Please consider joining us June 27th at Troyburn Golf Club in Hudson. For more information, please check out our website. And that's your Game On update. He's fit, trim, seemingly healthy, and swinging a big stick. Justin Morneau next on Game On.
Hi, I'm Christian Ponder with the Minnesota Vikings. I know how important it is to fuel up so that I can be successful on and off the field. As a partner with the Taste of the NFL and the NFL's Play 60 programs, I am proud to encourage all of my fellow NFL players to do our part to make sure kids get the nutrition they need to learn and play at their best. Go to tasteofthenfl.com and NFL.com to find out how you can help. Welcome to the team.
Is there anything that helps you see the court better or rack up so many assists?
You know who you're playing with. You know, if he can jump, if he likes going left, he likes going right.
No looks in between to know when to throw an alley-oop or?
No, it's just practice.
Ball handling skills, passing.
It's just practice a lot, you know.
Anything else?
I can read minds.
I won't tell anyone.
I know.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce again. Here's the answer to your trivia question. The question was, when was the first Major League game played in Minnesota? The answer, October 2nd, 1891, Columbus versus Milwaukee. We'll see you Tuesday night at Bar Abilene for Trivia 8 to 10, and next week here on Game On.
Welcome back to this special edition of Game On from Twin Spring Training in Fort Myers, Florida. We heard from number 7, Joe Mauer, just a few moments ago. The other seasoned veteran on this team, Justin Morneau, he is looking forward to this season like no other. Number 1, he's in the final year of a big contract. He's trying to stay healthy and on the field, but he's also, as his years wind down in the major leagues, taking time to give back to the fans. Really give back. You started at one end and signed for everybody, took pictures, talked to them. It's amazing. People, ball players don't have the time to do that anymore, normally.
Sometimes there's more time than other days, and sometimes you're in a better mood than others, but you try not to let that affect you and your interaction with people, but they wait long enough, so it's good. And for me, the thing is the kids and seeing how excited they get. And
you would be elected Fort Myers mayor today with all the signings that you did. That's a good thing. Let's talk about baseball. How are you feeling as number 33 goes?
Everything's good. Everything. Swing time is starting to get there after a few days of facing our own pitchers, and excited to see the new guys we brought in. Pelfrey's been. Seems like he's game on. He's got that focus. He's come back off an injury. He's going to be a nice addition for us. You got Worley, who we brought over, who's going to battle. We got some veteran guys that can give us some innings and get us to percolate in the game. And Burton and Dunsing down there. And there's a strong back end of that bullpen. If we can get the ball with the lead, we feel confident that we'll be able to win a lot of games. And that all starts right now. It's earlier than we've ever been down here, but. It's good for us. I think we can use the extra work with how much we've struggled the last couple of years, and new guys and gelling together, coming together, and playing the way we're capable of playing.
Offense ain't going to be a problem, I don't think.
No, I think obviously finding a new leadoff hitter is going to be something, but we have as deep a lineup as anybody. You have Plouffe who's going to hit 7th or 8th, who hit 20+ homers last year. You got Parmalee, who's going to get himself 500, 550 at bats hopefully, and we'll get a chance to see what he does. But yeah, we've got the guys come back in the middle. You got Willingham coming off a Silver Slugger year. I mean, there's some depth there. You got Doman, a switch hitter, who makes matchups difficult in the middle of the lineup. There's a lot to be excited about in this lineup, and bench is going to be good. Whoever ends up there, it's I think it's going to be better than people expect, that's for sure.
Do you play differently than now as opposed to when you came in the league because of the injuries that you battled?
I think maybe in spring training, you realize that the purpose of spring training is to get ready for the season. You're not going to, dive into a wall or whatever you're going to do early. You're going to kind of maybe be a little more cautious, but it's hard when you step between the lines to turn any of that off or turn it down. The intensity, we're all competitors. We wouldn't get here if we weren't very fierce competitors. If you play me in ping pong, I'm going to try and beat you. Play you in anything. It's a battle, and I think that's what anybody who steps on the field. That's the way they are, and that's how they got here. But there's obviously times where you need to be smart and know that running through a wall for your team maybe not be the best thing, in a game in March the 1st or whatever it is. So there's times you learn that, but once that season starts, you're doing everything you can every day to help that team win. And obviously, maybe I've learned stuff away from it, maybe taking less swings to help me stay fresh later in the year, or whatever it is, that stuff, the strength program, that stuff maybe I've learned and kind of know what it takes for me to be ready. But other than that, once we get between those lines, it's game on, it's a battle.
And that's it for us this weekend. Thank you for letting us be a part of your weekend. This reminder, look for us on opening day across the street from Target Field at our home at Kieran's Irish Pub. Say hello to us. We'd love to see you and talk baseball. And we'll also see you next Sunday at our new time, 10 a.m. on My 29 Sundays. Remember, 10 a.m., change the DVR to 10 a.m. on Sundays on My 29. And as we leave you here from spring training, we take a look back at the sights and sounds of spring training through the eyes of our great photography team. It's only here. It's Game On, and enjoy opening day.